Your go.
What are you doing in England? Mind your own business. Like, is there business?
I thought in your general direction.
Oh, did he leave?
Who?
Wait, no.
Device.
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, I started recording.
Nobody heard you say that. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's too
Nobody
damn
heard that.
bad.
All right. Well, then, with
Mic
that
off.
stunning revelation, welcome to another episode of Godsfall. I am the incredibly handsome Device, and I will be your DM for the day. The
Why
night.
don't you show us how handsome?
Oh,
Yeah, show us your face.
Show
you
me
filthy
what you
slut.
got. You too, Ginsu.
yeah.
I do not have my camera right now.
Excuses.
Mic off.
We are going to be starting this game with a beautiful round of introductions. We're going to start with the one and only Zillowin Fin.
Now where'd he go?
Where are you?
He did the poop.
That's Grits. That's you, Grits. Grits, can you hear us? Come in, Zillowin.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay,
Finally.
now we can hear you.
Sorry about that. Working on a new rig. Yes, hello. My name is Zillowin Fin. I am a warlock in training, I guess, is the best way to say it. Human male, 17 years old. Newly awakened back onto the path to becoming the future incarnation of the god of the sea after dealing with some identity crisis. And let's just see where the journey takes us.
Excellent. Next up, we'll move on to, let's see, Dandil.
Alrighty. I'm gonna be playing as Dandil the Duskdip. He is a Lightfoot halfling, kind of like a Navajo little boy. He's the god of beasts. He talks to birds and shit, and he's got a little owl pet. His name is Everett. He's a cute little fuck. Still ugly though. But you know, just like him and me, we're both growing. And we are good natured. We here to help. We here to do the thing. Yeah.
Very good. Next up, one professor.
Professor D. Shvantz here. That's right. Former celebrity academic at the academic institution in Galhadir, but now somewhat disgraced and on the run. Newly reborn god of knowledge, and also a very skilled mechanical engineer, which in D&D terms translates to artificer. Professor at your service.
Very good, very good. And Mandee.
My name is Flash.
No, it is. Well, maybe it is.
Mic
Yes,
on.
it is. She moves way too fast. And she's always high on candy. Or crack.
Mandee Mistvixen, a little ball of happiness and murder.
Mic off.
If you're her friend, she's just the nicest little person you could ever imagine. If you're an enemy, oh my god, don't even.
Don't
She is
even.
she is the god of travel and can
Is she a
blink
cat
in and
person?
out. Oh yeah, she's a
She
cat
a
person.
cat
If she saw someone like beating a kitten, oh my god, she would just lose it, go nuts.
That person
Mic
would
on.
cease to exist.
Mic
God
off.
of God of travel. Never played basketball with her.
She's always traveling.
Yeah, what's
Mic
up?
on.
Always traveling.
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
It looks like Vick may in fact be frozen.
Wait,
No, I see him moving.
No, he's
Oh,
just sitting really
okay.
still.
What?
Oh, what?
You,
what can I say?
you were just
Okay.
dead, Doug. Well, it's your turn, sir.
I am a high elf cleric by the name of Julian
Mic off.
Bashir.
Wow.
Med school dropout, not by choice. I got framed for murder from my doppelganger, and now I'm the god of death. And I make people die real good. I'm also a pompous prick, and my dad's kind of royalty, sort of, kinda. I'm a big high up
Mic on.
Chris boy.
More nobility than royalty.
Mic off.
All right. Speaking of nobility, I think it's your turn, sir.
Mic on.
I am Ginsu Weaver, and I play Tanizan Talizar. He is the son of a merchant noble who set out to learn about his father's business, and then found out that he is the supposed god of vitality, who also found out that he could potentially become the god of life. So, if Tanizan ends up not liking the revealed god of life, he may have a goal of taking that person's place.
Interesting. And finally, nobody.
Mic
That's
off.
everybody.
And finally.
Yeah.
So,
Mic on.
You were thinking about Elena, but she doesn't play our game yet.
no, I wasn't. Shager was in the other way that I was looking
Mic
at it.
off.
Shager was second, and now he's at the end, which is funny. But that brings us to the game. So, last time we left, you guys had a little bit of a training arc, a little Dragon Ball Z style training arc there.
Yeah,
Mic on.
one that I continuously failed by continuously succeeding.
Yeah, it took you a while. During which one Zillowin Fin decided that
Mic off.
he was still going through an existential crisis, and as such did not want training to become his best god self. So instead, he found Aramil, the awakened god of speed, and he decided to undertake a wild elf ritual. Typically, it involved drowning, or at least coming close to drowning a person. But being that he is the awakened god of the sea, and as such can breathe underwater, they
He's been
decided to
down there
go.
for 2 hours. This isn't working.
They decided to break new ground, literally, and bury him quite alive. He almost died, as a matter of fact. He got very close. I think you were maybe a turn or two away from death. And upon his sudden closeness to his good pal, the doctor, aka Death, he had himself a little vision of a piece of himself far off in another place, and it seemed to have possibly knocked some sense into our friend. So we continue where we left off with Zillowin heading towards the rest of you as you all finish your training, some physical, some magical, and we will meet up again in the trees. So, we will take it with those of you that are magical, which will be Shvantz as well as Dr. Bashir. The rest of you guys were either training or completely slacking off in your own ways. And as your magical training is completing, it is getting late. You guys are gathering back up, and Hagen says, Well, the time has come for our training to end. I've taught you as much of magic as I can for now. But, newly armed as you are, with a new understanding of magic, I expect you to go out into the world and discover your true selves. Be the best versions of yourselves that you can.
Simba, show them who you really are.
Show them what you got. So, it is getting late, and they set out a little bit of food for you guys. Now, these guys aren't specifically vegetarian, but their food is pretty simple. They do set out a decent spread for everybody, though. Nice, as some salads, a lot of greenery, but there is some meat there as
I'm just gonna make like a snidely, good-natured comment. Oh, the food here is so quaint.
Mic on.
Yeah, there's nothing fancy about literally anything here. Nothing is fancy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a bit of everything: some fruit, some vegetables, some meat, some whatever, and a big drink because I am so fucking thirsty from being beat in the face over and over and over again.
Mic
And you
off.
get a nice water because these fucking people drink crisp, clean, clear, cool water.
Fiji
My
water is
God.
enough.
Wonderful.
They're not the fancy frou-frou elves from the city. They don't do wine and bullshit.
They're not
Uh,
frou-frous? Man.
I gotta feed my gout. I need the wine.
Gotta feed my gout.
Oh, hold on. Do I have?
Oh, bro.
Nurture the gout.
I had a little bit of a
Royalty,
gout break the
motherfucker.
other day, actually, in real life.
Dude, gout fucking blows. I had it last year.
Yeah, it sucks dick.
Sucked.
Luckily, I got that Medicino, so I fucking popped the pill. I was all right. My toe don't hurt no more.
Very nice.
Mic off.
So you guys are all gathered in that same kind of open area that you've been sleeping in. The food is laid out, and you're all gathered together with the exception of Zillowin, who, if he likes, can be approaching at this time.
He's just
Mic
gonna stare
on.
at you menacingly.
Gritch, you gonna be joining us? Or is Zillowin gonna stay away?
Mic off.
He can't.
He
Smile.
can't talk!
Yeah.
Mic off.
There we go. Okay.
Back with a.
With
Can anybody
Mic
hear me?
on.
okay, kinda.
The McDonald's
going in
Wi-Fi
and
is
out.
pretty
Going in
loud.
Yeah,
and
you're
out.
going in and out, my guy.
Mic off.
That is what a hamburger's all about, but it's not what we want.
Hamburger.
I was thinking more along the lines of like a hot dog, if you know what I mean. Like a dong going in between a pair of buns.
Hot dog real bad.
Oh boy. So, he comes in. Let's see. Can you speak, sir? Can we hear your dulcet tones? Are you flashing? You
He's
trying?
thinking- He's thinking about it. He's not sure.
I don't see his mouth even moving. Like he's not even trying.
Flipped us the bird. I saw that one.
He just comes to
Mic on.
like
Flipping
the
us off.
spread and just flips us off.
Mic off.
I think
Fuck
he's
you guys,
working
nose in
on
a
it.
hole.
So, you guys are all gathered around having a munch. So is there anything? So you guys have experienced essentially a new knowledge of magic. Each one of you guys, with the exception of Zillowin, took part in that, and now each of you can cast the spell Goodberry once a day, which means you are all now capable of at least some form of technical magic. That being said, you that are specifically casters, you guys are now free to cast the spells that you have at any time, like a regular caster would. You have access to all of your class abilities as well.
But what
Mic
about our
on.
martial
Ex-
types? What do we
Except
got?
for Zillowin, he cannot.
So it's getting
Mic
late,
off.
and she informs you tomorrow she's going to have you guys keep up your side of the bargain. And you will be journeying out with Armil to go visit Steelbeard's Grove.
Ah, sweet.
Let's go.
Mic on.
I'm more than happy to help.
Very excited.
Mic off.
Very cool. And so, I suppose, I would really like to see if we could get Grits in on this. But if he's still working on it, then we are to the point where most of you guys would be getting tired. The day was tedious, it was rough, and it was hard, at the very least mentally taxing. And so it is about time for a little rack time. But in the morning, you will be setting off. Is there
Mic
anything
on.
I
specific
sleep.
anybody would like to do that night?
I sleep fucking hard. I just roll into my cot, hammock, whatever they gave us, and I just pass out because my face still hurts.
These dirty tree elves, do they gamble at all? Or
These
any
dirty
tree
chills gamble.
Do the dirty treehouse gamble.
You got money.
I mean, one of them did own a brothel, so you never know.
Yeah,
Mic
she's still
off.
here, right? I can go hit on her, or is she like loosely
Yeah,
related to me?
she was. She's not a tree elf.
Who's that dirty trio?
She's closer related to you. She's like a regular, like high elf kind of
Go
jam.
for it.
but-
You're related.
I thought she was like literally my aunt or something.
Sweet home Alabama.
She's loosely related to you, yeah.
Mic on.
A few steps
Mic
away.
off.
You're my cousin, ain't you?
Well, I mean, we
Mic
are
on.
in the
Christ.
country. I just, when in Rome,
Mic
right?
off.
I think I'm gonna have to go for it.
When in Rome.
Can I roll a let's go make out in the woods check? Just straight charisma style on her.
Pretty sure you tried this last time too. Go for it.
Roll.
Mic
No, I
on.
think that was me that tried it last time.
Oh,
This time without knowing it, the professor had flicked a little earwig worm onto the doctor and given him a little earwig +4.
Instructions. You
Mic
gotta
off.
use your hips. You see, move it back and forwards in a swinging motion.
What do I roll on it, device?
roll a persuasion check.
And add a 1d4.
I got a 19.
Okay.
Mic
Don't
on.
forget that
And-
1d4.
Yeah, you can have
Mic
that
off.
1d4 if you like.
Yeah, it's like wriggling in your ear while you do it.
I got another 1, so that's a 20. Total.
Okay. So what? God. So what do you
Jesus
say to
Christ.
her?
I mean,
What do you like? What's the gist?
let's go down there and maybe let a couple of the elves watch. Might get a kinky,
Holy shit.
Ready in a deep bed.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just
Oh,
fucking
boy.
with you.
Mic
Let's say-
off.
Just
That's
test the bases. Test the heat out. See what
He
things
rolled
go.
a dirty 20. That's so fitting.
It is, and she seems receptive to it.
I say we go for it and let's just live in the moment. You know what I mean? Take things, as they come. We'll just see how this thing escalates.
Literally,
on.
as they come.
He's gonna
Mic
kill
off.
everyone.
So she At first, she's a little weird about it, right? She's like, "You're so young. You're so much younger than I am. You know, I'm like a couple hundred years older than you, and I don't know how I feel about being with a man so young. But you silver-tongued devil, you talk her into it, and it seems like she is receptive to at least giving you a little sample of the goods she's got for sale. And yeah, she'll take you off to another treetop, and you guys can do a little fade to black, a little heavy petting sesh.
Roll
Nice.
performance.
And unfortunately for you, she's been doing this for a while, and
Roll performance with disadvantage.
she's got the experience. So you can, if you like, roll me a performance check at disadvantage.
And you've still got like a little earwig guidance, like just wriggling in your ear, on the other side where she can't see it.
I rolled it twice with disadvantage. I got a 18 is the lower of the two.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
God motherfucking damn.
Okay.
Holy
God.
bejeebus.
So
Mic off.
she afterwards fucking hate you so much. Afterwards,
Poor
Mic
now
device.
you don't go all the way,
Mic off.
right? She's as classy as a whorehouse matron can be. But you do pop. We'll say that. She handles you without forcing you to handle her, if you know what I mean. And afterwards,
on.
Giggity,
she
giggity, giggity,
she seems
Mic off.
fairly happy with the whole process there. And she says we may have to do that again. In fact, I may have to look into younger men more often.
Oh,
Mic on.
Jesus.
Mic
And
off.
That's just out of the way now.
And with that, now you are
Mandee.
even more tired than you were before.
You get an exhaustion point.
Mandee would spend like an hour or two just like running around the treetop that we're staying on, just like porting in and out all over the place.
Mic
Like
on.
totally oblivious to like the annoyance it's causing everybody else. And is there a prescribed noise to like when I teleport, or can it just be like a light pop?
Thwomp, thwomp.
Just
So that's awful. Stop.
Mic off.
So essentially, what happens when you pop away is you and all of the air around you moves to a different place. So there is a vacuum where you used to be. And so whatever the sound of air rushing in on itself on a relatively small scale like that,
yeah, it would make a popping sound. Yeah.
that's the sound. So yeah, every time that you fucking port, there's just a little.
So yeah, I'm just running around
Mic
doing
on.
that like for like an hour or two until I wear myself out.
A happy one was like, womp womp.
That's what it sounds like.
Stop.
Oh no.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Yes.
I mean, it makes really fast.
Yeah.
Real quick. So Shvantz would be doing two things. Primarily making blueprints for this thing he has in mind that he wants to create.
Mic
That'll
off.
come out more later. But it's basically for his Iron Defender, for the record. And then the other thing is he pocketed one of those leaves that they used for their journey. So
Okay.
I'm thinking he's planning to offer it to Zillowin if he'd like it when he gets back. And so
You're gonna try to give him drugs.
I figured that must have been a reason she let me keep it.
Okay.
Probably
Mostly
just some regular ass tea they drink every night.
it's just some shit that gets them kind of buzzy, is what it is.
Okay.
Have you heard now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
Right.
You're pretty clear now.
Yeah, I went through my phone again, so I won't have access to a camera, but it's no longer bogging down the Wi-Fi.
You're forgiven.
I was gonna say Zillowin comes back to the group and just kind of he seems not as separated as before, but he's still not really talking to anybody. He just seems like he's got a lot on his mind. He keeps like glancing around while he eats and just kind of like watching everybody.
Yeah, so when you get back, Madam Tinu, with like, I don't know, old like aunt style, like just has a plate for you that she kind of saved, and everybody's kind of settling in. But yeah, as you get back, Shvantz, he does come back a little bit after you guys finish eating, sits down and he starts chewing away at his food. Now, is there anything else you guys want to do before Mimi's time?
I suppose I'll work on. I have some. I've been working on getting experience with woodworking tools, so I'll probably like that a little bit, like flute, like whistle like a flute or something.
Okay.
Get some more
Okay,
XP
yeah,
going.
Mic on.
You can definitely find.
Whittle, yeah.
There's
Mic
definitely
off.
some wood around. You're in the forest, so it's not hard to find. But every once in a while, when you move to grab a piece of, just like a fallen twig or branch or something, most of the time nobody says anything. But every once in a while, you move to grab a piece, and someone will kind of walk up and they'll say, "No, not that one. That's ironwood. You won't
Oh,
be able to work it."
right. Okay. Ironwoods. Yeah, I get that. Any non-ironwood around?
Yeah, if you ask somebody, they'll just give you a couple of pieces of timber.
Ah, sweet. Thank you. And I'm just gonna like happily whistle away, trying to make myself a new flute.
Okay. After a little bit of working on it, you have something relatively the shape of a flute. But it might take a little bit of extra time to get it just right.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's just something I'll do like before going to bed.
Okay.
And like stuff Everett with like my good berry spell and be like make him fat and plump.
Yeah. And after he does eat, he will do his telltale sign of sleepy, which is laying face first on the ground,
Mic on.
tummy down, and
Mic
he
off.
starts to do the little owl mimes. And eventually, once you guys finish working through your plans and your whistles and your foods and whatever else your blowjobs, everything that everybody goes
Oh,
through that
yeah.
night.
Mic on.
Nice.
Mic off.
Gets a blowjob. Mistress is like, hey, not that bad. It's pretty good.
Zillowin, you're back. There
Yes.
you are.
Hello, doctor.
It's the prof.
He's the
But
professor.
you can call me doctor. That's fine. I need to start listening to how that sounds anyway.
Doctor.
I saved this for you, and he hands Zillowin the leaf that he had pocketed. So apparently it was some sort of ritual high, and that's what you missed. And here, I thought maybe you might want this.
I, I take the leaf and I just kind of hold it in my hand. And I go, yeah, I didn't need this. Apparently, I needed to be well, I just needed something different, and I'm sorry if you've been worried about me. I know you
Oh.
care.
Oh.
I just
Oh no no
I've
no!
been
I don't care.
oh
Deception roll.
God, motherfucking
Jesus
damn.
Christ.
Dirty 26.
all right. Hold on a second.
Jesus Christ. What a terrible thing to lie about.
My
No,
God.
sir,
I
you're
got a
wrong.
4.
I don't give a fuck about you.
So how's it?
I got a 4. So you
I
just
don't
kind of
care.
see me just kind of stand there, just kind of open mouth for a second, like a fish, opening,
No,
closing, going.
Fish out of water.
Yeah, I mean, of course you don't care. I'm just a kid. Yeah.
no,
Thanks, but thanks
Mic
for the
off.
leaf, and I'll just turn and
well,
walk back towards
you're one of
where I
my
was sitting.
students, so I thought I had a responsibility because you were one of my students. So I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I've already walked away.
Yeah, he's just shouting. Old man yelling at clouds now.
Yeah.
So, when he hands you the leaf, it is a very dark green. It feels dry to the touch, but when you squeeze it, it's kind of plump, and you know that if you chew it, there will be lots of juices coming out of it.
I mean, I saw what happened in the room before I left, so I just pocket the leaf.
Okay. Yeah, you would also know that Tanizan ate about 500 of these fucking things.
Jesus
God.
Christ!
Around.
How am I not high as fuck right now?
I'm I'm being hyperbolic, but you
Yeah, but
probably had
still,
like 20 of them.
I ate a ton.
Yeah.
Mic off.
Is Cebu around?
No, again, you look around for Cebu, you cannot find him. The first thing that comes to your mind is he is some kind of like guardian or ranger or something for this forest, and it is very likely that he is back out on patrol.
Okay.
Because you haven't seen him all day. In fact, shortly after you guys got here, you stopped seeing him around, and since that point, you guys haven't seen him. So it's been over a day now.
Well, for the most part, I'm not going to like overtly interact after that situation with the professor. But I'm also not going to just kind of like go off to my own. I'm just gonna sit down amongst all the people and just kind of let the voices wash over me.
Okay.
The voices in my head keep saying, "Kill them all."
Well, this is a fairly active place because elves don't technically sleep. They really only have to meditate, and they do so in short, very short 2-hour shifts. So it's always lively. It's always basically the middle of the day here. There's no like, there's no designated like late time for these people. There's just some people meditate during the day, some people meditate during the night. And so there's always a little bit of bustle going around. Now, there's not a huge number of these people in this particular village, but the ones that are here, maybe 50 or 60 elves in the whole village, that you can tell. Of the people that are here at any given time, uh, maybe 5 or 10 of them might be asleep, or meditating at any given time. So all the rest of them are usually doing something. And it could be as simple as just sitting and reading, practicing, and sometimes just working and refining, cooking, etc. So eventually, you guys, those that do, drift off to sleep, and some time passes. Now, that night, Dandil, while you are asleep, you wake up, bolt upright,
Wake up.
Everybody is asleep,
Huh?
and
What's going
you don't notice any of the elves anywhere. Any of the village's elves.
Where's everybody?
But you do see all of the people that you came here with. All of your fellow traveling companions. And
Hello, Feligans.
hello, Feligans.
Mic on. Mic off.
It's fairly cold. It's extremely dark.
Why is it so dark in here? I'm gonna stand up, investigate. Everett is still like sleeping, like face down, like barely suffocating, right?
Oh yeah. No, he's fucking out. In fact,
Okay.
everybody seems to be out, including Dr. Bashir and the madam, which is weird, because they don't sleep; they meditate.
Why are they? They must be really tired for some reason. Okay. I'm gonna cover Everett in like a blanket and then like go out and investigate. Where'd everybody go? What's going on here?
Okay. So you move out across the tree limbs, and as you do, you hear the faint sound of birds above you, or at least one bird, but it's very quiet. And as you're wandering around, you hear a very light sound behind you. And when you turn to look at it, you see a giant owl. In fact, you see that same giant owl that you saw when you went into the woods to find Everett's egg. It looks at you. It's a massive black and white owl with almond-shaped eyes. They are deep golden color, and it tilts its head and it looks at you and it says, "You've traveled far, but you have not come far."
Okay. Yes. Nice to see you again, I suppose.
I met you close to here the first time.
Oh, that is true, yeah. I did a whole like circle thing where, had a little adventure on a boat, but then we got back and, well, things happened.
When we met before, I gave you a gift.
That is true. I still have it on me, and he kind of like fumbles in his pockets. Aha! And he pulls out like the Fang of Ova.
Yes, keep that with you.
Okay,
It's
sure.
important.
All right.
It's part of you. It's part of us all. You have things to do, young one.
Oh,
The beasts need you.
okay. Well, I'll try.
You are their voice.
Oh boy, pressure. Okay, sure. You got it, sir. Ma'am.
You get the distinct feeling that it is in fact female. Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is the mama. Okay. You got it, ma'am. Sure. As you say. Also, don't worry about little Everett. He's growing. He's sleeping. It's quite all right.
Are you bonding with it?
Oh, it? Well, yeah, I'm bonding with him. Yes. He eats a lot, snores. He's growing big though, pretty fast. He's about my height now.
Good. He's young, but he will not be young forever. Nor will you. You, little halfling, are still young in heart and in mind. But the time will come soon when you will have to grow up.
Well, I did some growing not too long ago, actually. I moved my first woman, it was quite an experience. Although I have no more money, unfortunately.
It says, "I recall."
She recalls.
everywhere you go, I am there too.
Oh boy, some things are gonna get awkward then. Okay.
I you're very young. You make things hard. I am you.
He
Mic
sure
on.
does. Dun-dun-dun.
Mic off.
Glad to see I'm not the only godling having trouble with their godness.
It's performance issues. You see, I'm nervous. Don't worry about it.
No, you were doing great back then. I am you, little one. You are me. I am merely an aspect of the god of beasts. I shall
Okay.
come before you again, like I have come before you in the past. But wherever you go, know that I am there. I am watching. I am with you.
All right. I just hope you're not judging. It's I don't like that kind of pressure. My mom was very ruthless on me.
I judge you only as much as you
Gosh.
judge yourself.
It's gonna be a lot. Okay.
Learn and grow, young one. You have places to be. Go. Be there.
I will. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. I'll be seeing you now. Yeah,
And
kind of like give like a kid's goodbye, like bye, as they waddle around and try to find elves and shit.
with not much sound, as owls typically do, she flaps her wings and she flies towards you. And as she glides over you, what little light there is in the area is snuffed out as she passes by.
So it's just like pitch black.
For just a second, but when she passes, it's bright. It's morning, the sun
Oh,
is coming up, and you are in your hammock.
what? What? Oh, ooh, what a dream.
The rest of you guys are also waking up, minus the doctor who's probably been awake for quite a while now.
Cool.
And you guys are all nice and awake, and those of you having a tougher time waking up are being shaken by Aramil.
Mic on.
Who's having a tougher time being woken up?
Well, let's say you, because you said you were fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
So
I not only because I got beat in the face, but because I ate like 20 of those leaves, my tummy does not feel good.
So Aramil is shaking you awake, and as he does, he raises his finger to his lips and he says, "Shh,
What's
it's
going
time.
on?
It is time to be quiet, my friends.
What's going on?
We have places to be, and there are people who do not wish for us to go there.
People who are here in the town?
Yes, you are the first outsiders to be in this town. Present company excluded." And he nods to Dandil. His
Oh,
people
what
are
about
welcome
breakfast
here.
though?
We shall gather breakfast on the way.
Okay. What about second breakfast? Will we have that?
What about 11
11
C's?
C's.
Come on.
Brunch? He knows about brunch, right?
And when I went to sleep, if it's possible, could I have gone down to the water and just kind of submerged myself, almost like crawling into bed?
Sure, that's fine. The
So
only thing is that river, that particular river,
Mic off.
is very fast. So, as long as you anchor yourself to something, you'll be fine. But if you don't, you'll be swept.
I'll say during the night I took a big rock and just kind of put it on, just kind of like put it on top of me.
Sure.
If
Mic
you have
on.
rope, you can tie yourself to the rock.
Mic off.
Just in the morning when everybody's waking up, you just see Zillowin come out of the river, and just kind of like back to being his almost inhumanly good looks, just hair flipping backwards over his shoulder,
Mic
just the
on.
water dripping off of him.
No
Okay,
longer
what
an
He has
emo
music?
shithead.
and he just has a brilliant smile on his face, and he goes, "All right, I'm ready. Let's go."
Well, that's in stark contrast from yesterday. What the hell happened to you?
I think he like needs water to be happy
And
or something.
as you say that, Aramel's like, "Shh, my friend.
All
We
right,
have places
all right.
to be, but let us be quiet about it."
Oh, sorry.
Mic off.
All right.
Okay. So he has you all gather all of your crap,
Skedaddle, skedoodle.
and then he leads you over.
Hold on 1 second. Is the village asleep right now? Because I thought you said they kind of like take turns.
There
Like,
are
why are we being quiet?
there are lots of people out and about. Now, he's not necessarily having you be quiet per se or sneaky specifically, but he is having you be deliberate in the way that you follow him and not draw very specific attention to yourself. He doesn't want you being loud and crazy. He just wants you to kind of make your way. You don't want the wrong people to notice that we're moving yet. And he eventually leads you over to your wagon and he says, "My friends, if you have any horses or any gear, anything that you wish to take with you on this journey, I suggest that you get it. But where we are going, this wagon cannot follow."
I'm
Mic
definitely
on.
taking my warhorse.
Mic off.
I gather all of the useful tools and spare weaponry that is in the cart.
Yeah, I'll be helping the professor
Yeah,
with that.
anything not nailed down comes with me.
Okay?
Thank you, Dandil. Thank you.
No problem, Professor. Anything to help.
That's a good lad.
The head of my trident and reattach it and just kind of like pose with it a little bit.
He's just standing there.
While everybody's like working, he's just like
Mic on.
posing.
Supermodel esque. He's holding on to
He's given hard Poseidon vibes right now. He's just giving it. Is there anything else that you guys want to bring? Now, anything that you don't feel like bringing?
Everything that I bring with me is generally on me at all times, except for like food and provisions that are consumable. So
Got my turtle.
I'll probably bring some of that out from the cart.
RML.
Yes, my friend.
This I point to the
Mic off.
the remainder of that black substance, the blood rock or whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
Do you have a way of disposing of this someplace safe?
I think perhaps we should take that with us. This village is not the place to leave it.
Right. Alright, skedaddle, skedoodle. We are going to visit Steelbeard's Grovel.
And with that, you guys set off. You pack all the horses up. You guys get the horses loaded down, and everybody who can ride or wants to ride can get on. The rest of you will have to take it by foot. And eventually, without too much time passing, once you guys get into the woods, you notice what he's talking about because you're in the heart of the woods now. And there are no pathways. There is vines, there is underbrush, there is plant life, bushes, trees, rocks, animals, just anything. There's no fucking way you could have brought a wagon in here. In fact, even the horses are having a hard time with this. In fact, even you guys are having a hard time with this. It is rough going. It is hard traveling country. And he tells you it will take a couple of days to get there. Says if it was just him and some other rangers, he might be able to get there in half a day, maybe a day. But traveling with you guys, a bigger group, not particularly familiar with the forest, it's going to take some time. So once you guys get away from the village, he says, okay, I think we are far enough that we no longer have to worry about being followed, at least for now. I am sorry for the precautions, my friend, but there are some who do not wish for you to visit Steelbeard's Grove. It is a sacred place to us.
We were sent by your leader. Why would that matter?
Hagent is the eldest of us, but we do not specifically have a leader. And while most, or well, the majority of us follow her words with utmost dutiful compassion. It is not
Mic
all of
on.
us.
Reverency.
It is not all of us
Mic off.
who agree with everything that she says. It is not all of us who will follow her. So,
Like Cebu.
Winch, specifically Cebu, yes. Luckily for us, Cebu has been on patrol for some time with his cousins, and even more luckily with my own sister. As such, I currently know where he is. He is not close to us. So, we have some time. Once he gets back later today, he will find us gone, but he will not be able to catch up. At least I hope not.
Why does he hate us, RML?
He hates you because you are outsiders. You are not of this forest. And it is our way to be a bit what is the common tongue word? Xenophobic.
Mic on.
And isolationists.
We trust ourselves, and we
Mic
know
off.
from past experience that specifically humans are hard to trust. But even outside elves have done much harm to this forest. And the continued existence of this forest, well, that is our job. That is our way. That is the thing that we train for. I believe, as does Hagen, that you will bring new life into this forest. Others do not share our beliefs.
Mic on.
Well,
sound far away.
I will do whatever I can to help. Being the son of a merchant noble, I don't know how much I can actually do, since that's probably a part of why your force has been hurt so much, is merchant trade.
It is this. And he pulls a sword and he slashes
Mic
at
off.
a seemingly random tree. When he hits the tree, the only thing that happens is his sword hits the side of the tree. There is no damage whatsoever, and it seems to vibrate to some degree. It says, "This is Ironwood. This is the Ironwood Forest. This is what we protect. These," he puts his hand on that same tree, "these are Steelbeard's children."
Oh wow! I'm just gonna be touching the trees now.
My
Oh,
God.
Hello?
shit.
Anyone there? I'm gonna try to talk to the
That's
tree that he was touching.
That's definitely a revelation right there.
And if you look, and he cranes his neck,
Mic
you guys
off.
look up, and for the first time, you guys kind of notice these trees are fucking huge. You were in some big trees before. Those trees that you were in back in the village, those were big trees. These trees are fucking massive. Hundreds of feet tall. 300 feet tall. Like redwood at least.
Quick question. I apologize. Can you summarize real quick again? What was that big revelation? I lost sound for just a sec.
Mic
The
on.
Ironwood Trees are Ironbeard's children.
Or Steelbeard's children, yeah.
Yeah,
Basically,
Steelbeard.
that's what he said.
Mic off.
Oh yeah, I already knew that. Okay, never
How
mind.
wide are these trees if they're like
Oh.
300 feet tall?
Fucking wide. Like that General Sherman shit. Like they're huge fucking trees. They're massive.
General Sherman shit.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
to roll insight on Aramo.
Okay. Are you trying to check and see if he is lying to you?
Oh, hold on. I'm just trying to roll.
Why you fucking lying?
Okay. It looks like you got a 4.
No, that was from before.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was when I was going against the professor. I got a 12. Just
Okay,
my
a
system
12.
froze up. I don't know if that's gonna be enough to read him, but I'm basically like I'm worried he's not telling us something. There's too many. Right now, I feel like there's just too many like factions inside this simple elven village that are working for and against us at the same time. So it's like I'm feeling very suspicious about why he is doing what he's doing.
Okay. So you feel that he is being straight with you. And to the best of your ability, you sense that what he said about following Hagant is true. He doesn't necessarily know or think that you're the best thing for this forest, but she does. And so he is following her lead. And that's what you kind of guess at from, you got a better than average roll. So that's what you kind of guess at from what he's kind of saying to you. And you also feel that he's really putting the point on it. Like these trees are fucking important to us. Don't fuck with them. But also, the person that I respect the most is telling me to do this. And so we're going to go do this. He doesn't dislike you guys. But at the same time, he doesn't 100% trust you either. He was raised in the same community.
Mic on.
I mean, it makes sense
look
that
at
he doesn't trust us, especially myself and Zillowin over here, considering we're both humans.
Mic off.
Armel, you're like us. You're a god, godling, whatever you want to call
Mic
us.
on. Mic
Why
off.
aren't you joining the journey? Why are you different?
Because
I
you got whack, yo.
I am like you in some ways. Yes. But I do what I feel is the best for my people. And I believe that you should do the same. If this journey that you are on is what you feel is the best thing to do for you, then you should do that. I only ask that you don't harm what I care for.
There's gonna come a day,
Mic
RML.
on.
There's gonna come a day when the rest of the world is gonna come for what you love. I hope you're ready for that.
That is why I will be here, to defend it.
I'm gonna take out a little notebook, and I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write something down in it. And basically, what I'm writing is convince Ani to defend Iron Forest at all costs, or at least convince my father.
You do realize, RML, you're gonna be fighting that fight alone.
No, he won't.
If I am, then so be it. If I am the only god that this forest has, then at least this forest has a god.
Well, they're very lucky to have you.
I just shake my head.
Mandee gives him some candy.
Which one?
Mic off.
RML.
He'll take it. He takes it, he slips it into like his tunic. He says, now, we should keep moving. You guys march for quite some time. And you break every once in a while for a meal or to get some rest because it is hard. It is hard going. Even those of you on horses, it is fucking rough.
Mic on.
I will allow others to ride on the horse, kind of like taking turns, so not everybody has to walk the entire time.
Let's set up a rotation. Good.
Yeah.
I'll just put Everett in like a saddle or something. Just leave him there.
he's on a side saddle on the horse.
I like wrap him up in like a burrito and just like make sure he doesn't squirm or just leave him
Mic
there.
off.
Feed him another good berry.
In one of the little sacks on the side of the horse.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll rotate my horse with that lady I just got horse with.
Mic on. Mic off.
Okay, so you guys do rotations on the horse, and eventually, after a healthy amount of trekking, you end up in a small open area, and he suggests that you set up camp for the evening. Those of you that sleep will have to do so, and those of you that don't will still have to rest. He says there will be a hard day tomorrow, but if we are lucky, we will make it there before nightfall.
All right.
Okay. And you guys are going to camp out for the evening. He will suggest, he says he will have to take a break to meditate. Other than that break, he'll just take watch. But during that 2-hour portion, somebody will have to.
Mic on.
Since
can
it's
do it.
since it's the start, I can take a watch.
Okay. Okay, yeah, he will rest up first then, and you can take that first watch. So if you want to roll me some 2 perception checks, then do that for me.
All right, 2 perception checks. Glad my perception is high. There you are. I got a net 20, so 24.
Okay.
And a 2, so 5. 6.
Okay. During the night, as before the sun sets, you guys are kind of just resting, eating, and then as everybody's moving to rest, you take up a watch. During that time, you notice a number of creatures come near to the camp. And I say a number, I mean a lot of like larger creatures, bears, and like
Bears.
Oh,
puma
wow.
style creatures, like large creatures.
Okay,
And
I'm gonna.
they come near to the camp, but they get within a certain distance of it, just kind of outside of the firelight, and they stop. And they just sit there. They just are sitting there staring into the camp.
I'm going to look one in the eyes and I'm gonna reach over and I'm going to tap Dandil.
What? What's
Hey,
going on?
hey,
What?
shh. It's alright, it's
What?
alright. There are creatures around the whole camp.
Oh.
Since you are the reborn god of beasts, I was wondering if you could talk to them.
Oh, okay, first official duty is God of Beasties. Alright, I'll do it, sure. Kinda like brushes him off, like preparing for like almost like an interview or something. Alright,
Mic off.
I got this. Sure. I'm just gonna walk in front of him. Can I identify what kind of beast these exactly are? Would I know?
So you can't really see from where you are, but as you get out further, you see a number of reflective lights, and you realize that they are eyes reflecting your campfire. And there's a lot of them.
Hello?
And when you get close, because you're just kind of wandering out there, right?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, like nervous, try to act confident, but like, like
Mic on.
inching my way forwards,
Uh,
not sure
I am
what the fuck is
behind
going on.
him, ready to defend him if need be.
Mic off.
Hello?
Okay, one sec. I just gotta roll something.
There's a roll initiative.
The attack hits.
Mic
That's
on.
terrible.
Skedoodle, skedoodle.
And
Okay.
Dandil is mauled to shreds.
Wait.
He wasn't a god of beast, he was just make believe in that shit. Turns out he
Okay.
was delusional.
Just the god of delusions.
He was so powerful, he deluded himself.
So, as you get out there, you see a set of eyes relatively low to the ground, and think, okay, that's the one.
Mic
I'll
off.
go over to that one. That might be like a rabbit or a smaller wolf or something like that. It's something I can handle, right?
Yeah.
You get over to there, and when you get there, you see that it is something laying down. And as you get closer, you notice the eyes are further apart than you thought. And as you get there, you notice the head of this thing has to be fucking huge. And when you guys are wandering, you start to hear a very, very deep growl.
Oh, wow.
And
No,
Mic
I don't
on.
like the sound of that.
you notice the shape move a bit. And it with the remnant of what firelight is still being cast up here,
Mic
you
off.
see the shape of what is likely the largest black bear you have ever seen.
Oh, shit is okay. Um, Mr. Bear, hello?
And it gets up and it starts this deep growl that you sense is not necessarily at you.
I don't think he likes you.
Mic on.
As Dandil says this to me, I'll slowly start stepping away. Like, as far away as I can get with the, but still hear Dandil.
He's a friend, Mr. Bear. It's okay. Don't worry about him. It's all right.
Okay, you can roll me either a persuasion or an animal handling check.
Me do animal handling because I'm proficient in that.
Okay.
Just to be
That
clear, the rest of us
is a
are
nat one.
asleep.
Oh no!
Hey, to be clear, the rest of us
Mic
are
off.
asleep.
Wait,
Correct.
I'm a
Okay.
halfling. I can re-roll that because I'm lucky. Let's do it.
Okay. Probably.
Mic
Oh,
on.
thank God.
That's funny.
Mic off.
Oh hell yeah! He
Mic on.
he critically failed, then critically succeeded.
That's the best. That's the best luck roll. Is the fucking a reverse nat one.
For real.
Okay. So at first, this thing starts to growl, even though Tanizan
Mic
is
off.
backing away, and then you kind of put your hand out and you're like, "Mr. Bear, you're okay. It's all right. It's gonna be okay." And it just goes silent. And it lays its head down, and it lays back down, and it growls again, but not in a threatening way. And you hear growls. You both hear growls, but you get the sense that you understand what it's trying to tell you.
Yeah.
There's something out here that's not supposed to be here, that they don't want here.
Is he like conveying that to me, or is he just like growling, and I'm like, okay, that growl means like, you know.
You're getting the feeling that this is what his growls mean.
Oh, feeling. Okay. All right. There's some. He's not exactly talking, but he's saying that there's something here that's not supposed to be. Mr. Bear, can you elaborate?
What's that?
Mr. Bear, can you elaborate?
It doesn't seem to really know what elaboration is.
Can you be
It's confused.
Mr. Bear? What is it exactly? It's not supposed to be here.
We don't know.
Huh.
Mic
Okay.
on.
Ask him if he can show us where it's at.
Tanizan, from your
Mic
perspective,
off.
this thing is fucking sounds like it's ready to kill him.
Alright.
Mic on.
But he seems to be translating, but it seems aggressive to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust Dandil based on what he's saying, and I'm going to tell him to ask if the bear can show us where this creature is.
Alright. Mr. Bear, where is this thing or creature or
Mic off.
something that you're angry about? Upset, I suppose?
Scared.
Scared, huh? Okay. Is that why all of you are like gathered around here?
We seek safety.
Safety. Okay. Alright.
Mic
And you
on.
got a beast, I know I got a duty and all that, but I'm not sure I can like perform this well just yet. I'll try, but oh boy, the owl lady said there'll be pressure. Okay, yeah, I'll do my best, Mr. Bear. I'll do my best. Sure, everybody come to the camp with us. Everybody, let's go then. I'm gonna like start
Dandil?
herding all the animals into the camp.
Dandil, what's going on?
They want
Okay.
safety. I'm letting him into the camp.
Wait. They want safety?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're scared of something, and I'm just gonna.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
As you guys are talking, you just shapes upon shapes begin to pour into the camp.
Oh, this is a lot of
Can I
animals.
request to have? Can I just narratively request to have something like come up and just cuddle me in my sleep, like just something big and furry
Yeah.
just comes up and just lays down with me, and I just grip it like a teddy bear.
We'll say it's that bear.
No,
I'm just
no,
cuddling-
I wanted
I'm just
to
cuddling with a
cuddle
brown
with the
bear.
big bear.
And straight like Bubbles.
You lose.
No,
Straight
fuck
like Bubbles. I got all the squirrels and stuff on me.
Alright, everybody has to close your legs.
Professor Shvantz is actually covered with all sorts of different kinds of insects. It chose him.
Lovely.
So, your camp.
I'll take one of
uh,
I'll take the wolf pack and I'll snuggle with them.
Your camp is just. I mean, at this point, it's hot because you guys are surrounded by bodies. Like, and the rest of you kind of wake up because it's getting a little crowded in here too, and you're all being kind
My
of
gosh.
pushed and shifted a little bit. Things are laying on you, and you guys all wake up fucking completely surrounded by animals.
And you just hear Dandil outside. All right,
My
everybody,
God.
find like a nice place to lie down, relax. It's all good.
I'm sitting
gonna have
over
to
here just petting all the wolves that I possibly can because I think they're so pretty.
I'm scared I'm gonna crush some of them.
Bugs.
Mic off.
I'm not sure what I can do about the bugs though. I do like you for some reason, Dick Professor. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, as you say that, the one specific silver cricket hops up and just like right onto my finger. Yeah, they seem to follow me for some reason.
Don't move,
Dole,
Professor. Don't move. Just lie still, okay? Yeah.
Dole, what the hell is going on?
Mic on.
They were all scared and they wanted, like
Mic
safety
off.
and something. And this black bear likes you for some reason.
Also,
Okay.
you turn and you look. This black bear is fucking massive. If
Nice,
if it is
nice bear.
standing up on its forelegs, on all four legs, its shoulders probably come up to about your shoulders. It's fucking huge.
Nice bear.
Mic on.
I just slowly pet its fur and just don't eat me, please.
I don't think it's gonna eat you. I think you'll be just fine.
Right, as the confusion is setting in, I'm just gonna like, okay, everybody, good night, and I'm just gonna like
But
go in my tent and fall asleep.
but if that big black bear chose you,
Mic
Zillowin,
off.
to sleep with and cuddle with, you'd be its teddy bear.
Mic on.
Yeah, that is very true.
Mic
Just
off.
like in prison, the bears choose the pretty ones.
Mic on.
That point.
Don't make this cuddle turn into a grape.
Oh, I was
Oh,
reading
no.
my notes and I just came across a note that said Hogner is the god of life, also Hagen's grandson and Julian's doppelganger. So yeah, I don't like the god of life. I'm definitely gonna take his ass out.
Alright. So I'm just gonna like cuddle with like some of the animals that like follow me
Mic
into my
off.
tent and then just fall asleep and wait for morning.
Okay, now
Mic
aside
on.
from that, there's no other strangeness throughout your watch. Eventually, Aramel comes out of his meditation, and he's like,
Yeah.
he basically gives you guys the elven equivalent. You hear the elven worded equivalent of what the fuck happened while I was out.
These animals wanted safety, and our fire apparently was the safest place. So we invited them in, and they snuggled with everybody.
I'm not sure how much sleep I'm going to get now that I'm aware there's a bear next to me.
Yeah, and the other thing is like, for you guys notice that for Dandil, they're all real gentle, and they seem like pets, like dogs. He tells them lay down, they lay down. But you guys aren't the god of beasts, and these are decidedly wild animals. So it is a little tense throughout the night.
It's not for me. I'm cuddling with the wolves.
Of course, I have a little tent.
She popped a tent that night.
Giggity.
But
Mic
the
off.
night does go by, and it's not bad because it's actually pretty fucking quiet. All of the animals in the area seem to be here and not out there making noise and being rowdy. So aside from the heavy breathing and musk of 20 or 30 animals, in the vicinity, not including the little ones or the insects. You know, it's a relatively calm night, and things go pretty normally. And when you wake up, most of them seem to have gone away. Minus, of course, the black bear, who is still there.
And
Oh my
and the
God.
wolves and the wolves.
No, it does seem
Aw.
like they have left at some
Oh
point.
man.
You know,
The
wolves
chorus
are
is
nocturnal. They
They
gotta
are.
do their hunting and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dandil! Will you please? Dandil! Dandil!
The black bear just grabs onto Zillowin and starts licking his hair.
Yeah, they
Not
don't
there.
do anything specifically weird. They're just animals, and they seem relatively tame to you guys, but you
Pretty
know
normal
they're
for an
wild animals.
Yeah.
Do I hear the cries and whimpers from
Start
Zillowin?
cleaning me.
Roll a
Start
perception
cleaning.
check.
Yeah, I'm
Just
a roll
my God.
cleaning
perception.
me as I'm like,
just-
Dandil!
You just wake up to, you know, he's just like, oh god, it's still here. Why is it still here?
Is everything okay, Zillowin? What's going on?
It's licking me.
I think he likes you.
Please.
Okay,
Help.
Mr. Barry, I'm gonna like shove you, like, you know, like waking up like a big baby. Like, Mr. Barry, time to wake up now.
And with the light kind of creeping in, the bear gives you like a little and it stands up. In standing up, it does kind of shove you a little bit just because the mass of its body moving kind of, you know, it's laying next to you. You're gonna get moved by it a little. And it stands up and it shakes itself off. And you guys all hear just a fucking terrifying growl. It sounds like it's gonna eat something, and unfortunately, Zillowin's the closest
My
thing to
God.
you.
I'm just staring at it, smiling.
Dandil,
I
you
am
get
l-
the feeling that it is
I am
grateful.
prone.
I'm guessing that growl was a yawn.
You get the feeling that it's grateful, and it
gosh.
reminds you that there's something out here that's not okay.
Alright,
You
yeah.
need to keep your eyes peeled.
Alright, bye, Mr. Barry. Have a good one. Bye. Yeah, I'm just gonna start waving it.
And I'll
My
shout,
God.
"Hey, if you want to come tomorrow night and cuddle Zillowin again, I'm sure he'd be down for it."
And it doesn't seem to have a concept of names in particular, but I guess you gesture at him, and
Mhm.
it'll kind of like, you know, that, like it gives you a little like, I don't know, it doesn't claw at you,
Kind of
Zillowin,
like
but
pats him.
waves
just
paw
like,
random.
yeah, it just kind of like nudges you, I guess, with its paw, and
You know,
it sets off.
Dandil?
He's so nice.
Dandil?
He's
Oh,
like,
what is it, Zillowin?
I'm going to get you back.
Well, what did I do?
I'm just going to just know that it's coming.
what did he
At
do?
some
The
point.
thing just
Alright,
wanted to cuddle with you.
Yeah, get him.
Very confused,
At
but
some point.
okay.
At some point it's coming.
Oh, by the way,
You're too
Mr. Bear said
sensitive.
he might come in next tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I'll sleep in a tree. Thanks.
Okay.
Bears could climb
Cool.
trees, sir.
Moving on.
Don't think they could sleep in them.
Two quick things. One, when you guys wake up, Armil is the fuck up one of the
My
trees
gosh.
next to you guys. He is way up there, chilling in a branch. And he seems freaked the fuck out that any of that just happened.
Are you
My
okay,
God.
You
Armel?
alright, Arbel?
No.
What the fuck, bro?
Oh, what the fuck
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck?
The second thing is, I would like Shvantz to roll me just a straight D20, please.
See how many insects you crushed that night?
Oh no.
It like slightly turns to the left.
Oh.
9.
Okay. That is a 9. Okay. So, you technically beat the number that I set out for you. Well, one of the two numbers that I set out for you. Which means
Mic
you don't
off.
wake up completely pockmarked with insect bites, which is great. However, there are a few. And throughout the day, you will be finding insects in your hair and in your clothes. Because some of them, stuck around.
Oh my god.
You got literal crabs, my guy.
Oh my god. It's like flicking things off his shoulder from time to time. Some of them are big too. Like every now and then, like just like something the size of like
Well-
Thing from Adam's Family is like there. He's like, whoa, Jesus.
That's actually what I was getting at.
Okay.
That was the second number. About halfway through the rest of the day, as you guys are traveling, you feel kind of a movement on your shoulder, and when you turn to look over, roughly the size of an outstretched hand, there is a tarantula on your shoulder.
I promise I didn't know that you were going to say that ahead of time. That's funny.
It is red and black and purple, and it is on your shoulder.
The hairs on the back of my neck like stand up. I'm like really freaked out, but I hold my chill.
And it doesn't move.
Just sticks around.
Like it crawled up there, and it's just hanging out. And after a few minutes of you just kind of being still, the cricket jumps out of your pocket and it kicks the tarantula, which is, I mean, the cricket's only about yay big, right? It's a cricket, but it does the cricket equivalent of a mule kick, and the tarantula just flies off your shoulder, right? And then it sits and it sees that you're like calm, and then it melts.
What? Where did you? What? Why?
So the cricket melts into a pile of like colloidal silver, mercury, whatever it looks like, which begins to wriggle, writhe, and extend. And eventually, in the exact same size and shape of the tarantula, there is a silver tarantula on your shoulder.
Oh, that's a neat trick. I like that. Did you just learn to do that?
And instead of the cricket chirp that it usually does, you hear the click clack of its little mandibles.
Wow. And I do like a little like fist bump with my knuckle at it.
Yeah, just one of its little 8 legs just gives you the little tap.
Way to go, little buddy. Hey, by the way, did I show you? I made you a friend. And I pull out the dragonfly for my homunculus. I'm like, look, I got you a friend. He's gonna go hunting with us.
It like touches it, and then it it just kind of lays back down on you. It it taps it, and it sees that it's not alive.
And I
then
got
it's
something
like,
else in
all
mind.
right.
Too. And I got something else in mind too. And he like unrolls this this scroll that he's got here, and he like shows it, and like he's basically like the view is he's showing the blueprints to the spider, but we can't see what it is. But then he's like, coming soon.
Okay, so you guys eventually. So now that you've learned that your little buddy has a new technique, I guess.
Yeah.
Eventually, about halfway through the day, you guys make it to the flow, which is that huge river, but you make it to a specific spot in that river. And you are southwest of River Run by a decent amount, mostly west. And there is a small canoe. Well, a large canoe, I suppose. You guys are a fairly big party, and you take that down quite a bit for about an hour or so, and eventually you get off, and there's another small hike, and you enter into a massive grove. It is a grove of trees. It is fairly open with a copse in the middle. And standing at the center of the copse is what has to be the largest, most gnarled, ugly, old, dead-looking tree that you have ever seen.
Mic on.
Easily bigger than any of the ironwoods that you've seen before it.
That's Steelbeard, isn't it?
Damn.
And in the very front, Hexus, in the very front, it's the
Mic
Deku tree.
off.
In the very front of what you see is you see a large grouping of moss growing down from about halfway down the tree. Above that, there is a crack, a lateral crack in
Mic
the
on.
tree's trunk, and
She's
above
so
that,
cute. Sorry.
above that,
Mic off.
two other cracks in the trunk, smaller, not as wide as the first.
So we're looking at Steelbeard cracks, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. It almost looks like a face. No, the two cracks in the bark kind of look like eyes, and then the larger one almost looks like a mouth. And then that washing of moss. Oh my god, Sissy, you're gonna get so fat. Is
on.
But she's so damn adorable.
Yeah, she's
How
very
close
cute.
is
Mic
how
off.
close is the river again?
It's not too far off. It was. You can still hear it, but you can't see it. So it's not too far. That cat's like, the fuck you're putting those snacks away, dog.
Mic on.
But yeah, you can still hear it. You just
Mic
can't
off.
see it from where you are. There's trees in the way. And he tells you, Artemil tells you, Hagen's wish was for you to stay here beneath Steelbeard for the rest of the day. There is a few hours left. So all we ask is that you stay here, maybe have a meal, and after that, your part with our people is done.
Okay.
Mic on.
All right.
I'm guessing this is because we'll seep magic into Ironbeard, right? Or Steelbeard.
I was
You're
gonna
looking
say
for
Steelbeard.
you're looking for his iron peen.
He's an alloy, sir.
Yeah.
What about you, Aromel? Will you stay with us, or are you leaving?
No, I will stay with you. My time with you is not yet done. We have a mission to fulfill, but when that is complete, we shall separate, and I will go home.
And we will
Who
head
will guide
off
us from the
to
village?
what is that place called?
Destiny. I go and I sit next to the tree and just kind of take a seated position.
The Spear of Jordan.
Jarden. Yes.
Jarden.
Jordan.
Yeah, that's our next destination after
The
today.
Spear of Arik Jorgen.
Yeah.
The spear of Eric Jorgen Bloodbeard.
Yeah, where are we gonna get a craft to go there?
It looks like we don't really need one. We should be able to hoof it by foot and then take a small boat over to it.
Well, there's a few options. Let's see. Either you can head north.
Mic off.
Either you can head back south to where the ocean is, and then perhaps get some sort of transport over to the west, or you can hoof it through the rest of the forest
Mic on.
over into the rest of Wessel.
Mirror
Brennus.
Lake has a city that we could stop at and Hopefully
Yeah,
pick
Mirror
up
Lake is also
another.
fucking far away, dog.
Well, so is Turtle Bay.
Yeah.
Wherever we go, I just need more candy. I'm running out. She shakes her bag and it's still almost full. Like, somehow.
Yeah, we'll be sure to refill your provisions of candy.
It's full.
Can
He
you hear
said
the empty
almost.
spaces?
He said almost full.
Yeah. The fact that there's any rattling means this is no good.
Oh lord.
She's exactly like a cat when it comes to their food bowl. I see a bit of the bottom. It is empty. I need to refill it.
Now, think on what you guys want to do for the rest of the time that you're here. It should be a few hours. Whilst you do that, I'm gonna do a little bit of a pee-pee break, so we're gonna take like 5 real quick.
Alright, give me 1 second and I shall pause the stream.
Go ahead.
I hold the professor's
damn it,
body
Beavis.
in my hand, and I say, I will avenge you.
Oh god, what happened? We were only gone for a second.
Breathe your last breath.
And then they kiss.
Good
Alright.
lord.
Okay, device. I'm gonna be all up in this Steelbeard's face, just trying to like poke him, get a reaction, like tickle his toes or something. Try to talk to him, you know.
So as you guys are just chilling, and you guys are fucking with Steelbeard, which Armel asked you not to do.
I am just sitting directly next to him, like I'm just leaning against the trunk.
I'm like sitting
Yeah, that
on
seems
I'm
okay.
sitting on his trunk as well, but I'm focusing on sharpening all the swords that I've been picking up. Because these things need to razor slice into people.
And I'm taking rubbings of the bark, just like I was doing with the other trees.
I'm just running laps around the tree.
Hey, Mr. Steelbeard. Hey,
Pet her.
are you there? Oh, wakey wakey.
Just gonna meditate.
Every
Can
10
I
every 10
Device,
minutes
can I
we
roll
hear
for
Mandee just
tickle toes?
Can I roll for what?
Can I roll for tickle toes?
tickle
You
toes.
can. His toes are roots. And while you guys are being nonsense out here to Steelbeard, Armil explains
Hey.
to you
Oh, what do I roll
That,
for tickle toes?
Armil explains to you that
What do you mean we're not respectful to the forest? Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Fucking adventures never change. This shit's
I'm seeing
great.
the professor's going like, you like it when I rub you like that? Huh? You like it?
You dirty little whore.
fucking awful.
Dirty old man, you.
You dirty little Steelbeard. Oh.
Fucking nasty beard. I'm gonna brush your beard, you sick ass tramp.
Yeah. The bristles, the splinters. Alright. I'm using my acrobatics to like wiggle and waggle my way through
Wiggle, wiggle,
Steelbeard.
wiggle, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Using measurements of the tree circumference and shit.
He's like that one, like the first dude who fell asleep in a party, and everybody's just like fucking with him.
Like
Mandee's
drawing
trying to
dicks on his face.
Mandee's trying to get her distribution of magic evenly going on this thing by running around it as fast as she possibly can. Every 10 minutes we just hear her.
Yeah.
What do you think? You think she's faster than Automil was?
I mean, I don't think so, but she could probably teleport faster than him.
I'd like to see those two in a race.
That would be very interesting. I'd put money on Mandee.
Aramel, why
Yes.
don't you like see who's faster? Because wouldn't that be like charging the tree regardless?
Because
Mic
you don't
off.
need to guess who is faster. I am
Got
faster.
it. You're scared.
I
Mic on.
am physically faster than she is.
You know, technically he's right.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I will
He
put
is
mine
faster,
down,
but
but
she can
I
teleport
have no
quicker.
money.
He spent it on whores.
I did.
That was
Well,
cool though.
I
well,
shall
one.
do it. I spent it on a whore, yes.
I spent it on
Great
a
time.
whore.
Only one?
Only
And I
one.
satisfied the
Throwing you
shit
like
out of her.
No,
I,
yeah,
I,
his
I,
running
got, I
speed is
got
probably
muscle
faster than my
Mario.
teleport speed, so
What was that, Riku?
you can probably run farther than I can teleport in the same amount of time.
He's just, you know, speed wise, he's quicker than you are. That's
I can only teleport 30 feet right now, and that's like in one
Yeah.
round 6 seconds, and he can probably get like 60 feet at least.
so if you double move 60 feet, you know, it's quick. It's just you know, he's fucking real
My
fast.
name
He's
is
real
Flash.
fast. Yeah. Yeah.
It means it makes really fast.
That's true.
You know you love us, device.
Awful. Awful.
Okay, while we're dicking around over here, anything interesting happens in those couple of hours? Do I get a reaction out of Steelbeard, or?
You do not. So Armil basically tells you the lore of Steelbeard, right? Which is when the Gods War happened, a lot of the trees were treants, and the king of the treants was Steelbeard. He points up at him, and he says he used to be much larger, but when Ogun launched a comet at the
Mic
world,
off.
a massive stone that he ripped from the skies, Steelbeard knew that that stone would devastate the Ironwood. And he did the only thing that he could. He cut his legs off and rooted himself in the earth, granting what life and protection that he had to the rest of the forest.
Oh God, what was I tickling then if not his toes?
It was a dick.
You're tickling that dick.
Mic off.
Iron Dick.
That's why it's called the Ironwood. So, but he said, and then he said that that saved not only the trees, but the wild elves that lived here as well.
Red roses too.
And from the legs that he had cut off, he fashioned powerful weapons and magical armor from those legs, from the wood of his legs. And when he tells you that, Aramil holds up his bow and he holds up his quiver. He says, "These are made from Steelbeard's body."
Oh, it's not impressive as mine. I got two bows though.
Yes, but can your quiver do this? And you notice he
Mic
has no
on.
arrows in his quiver. He reaches in to, like he is going to pull an arrow out, and one appears in his hand.
Oh, so it's a
Whoa.
bag of holding, but it's a quiver of arrow holding, so to speak.
No, he doesn't pull one out of the quiver.
Oh, it just appears.
An arrow appears and he grabs air and he's holding an arrow.
All right, fine.
Holy
You
hell.
win.
That's
You
a
win.
dope ass quiver. Question, do you guys make swords out of ironwood?
Not typically.
Hmm.
There are
How about a
there are
spear?
there are spears, there are bows, and there is armor, and that is it.
Dang, I would like an ironwood sword. That'd be nice.
I want a scythe.
Yeah, you really want to lean into that god of death, don't you, Vic?
Hell yeah, dude. It's got a site IRL last weekend or 2 weekends ago. It's
I
fucking
remember.
Nice.
Fucking cut your grass with it.
shit.
He's going Amish.
And so you guys stay there for quite some time. And unfortunately, nothing seems to change. There
While
is
we're
no
there,
great change in Steelbeard, and he even explains when he rooted himself, when he cut his legs off and rooted himself, when he gave the forest his life force, he seemed to fall into some sort of slumber, sleep, coma, whatever you want to call it. They know he's still technically alive by the fact that he's still, at least to some degree, growing leaves and the like. But for all
Okay.
respects, he can't move. And he is basically dead.
As the god of vitality, or the
Ooh.
awakened god of vitality, anyways, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to put my hand on his trunk, and I'm going to see if I can feel where his life force is at.
Okay.
Hey, quick question.
Okay.
Device.
Yes.
Would the professor at this point in the story know about the bridge?
Not yet.
Okay.
That was a potential for your guys' little training thing last time, but it didn't happen.
Then I give Tanizan the only thing I can, which is flick him a little earwig, give him a D4.
Okay. So then roll me a D20.
Okay.
And roll me your divinity, which is going to be your proficiency plus constitution mod.
Yeah. Okay, so proficiency and constitution. So altogether it's a +6. 12.
Okay, and if you like, you can use that D4 from the earwig.
Okay. 15.
Okay. So who's paying attention to him, I suppose. The professor is, because you flicked the earwig at him. Is anybody else specifically paying attention to him?
Maybe me. I'm still messing with Steelbeard.
I'm just like flirting with the elf, I guess. I don't know.
I think I've sat here long enough.
Okay.
I've just kind of nodded off.
He's passed out on the trunk where
To be
Ironbeard
honest,
is
nothing's
starting to
been
root into
going
the
on
ground.
for hours. I'm just gonna, yeah.
He's just
Yeah,
passed
Pay
out.
attention to who?
And
Me.
to Tanizan.
Tanizan. Talizar.
Oh, he's
He's
trying
like-
to like.
He's like
When I
hugging
run by-
Steelbeard right now.
No, I have
when
my
run
hand
by,
on
I'll
the
see him
trunk.
and stop and see what the hell's going
I'm
on.
not hugging
what?
I'm not hugging the Ironbeard or the Steelbeard.
So-
I just have my
You hear
hand
some
on his
giggling
trunk.
behind you all of a sudden. They're hugging.
So he reaches out and he puts his hand on Steelbeard, and when he does, a couple of seconds pass, and he opens his eyes almost like, I guess nothing happened. And those of you guys that are paying attention to him, you see his eyes light up, and I mean that too, literally light up. There is a golden light that shines through his eyes, and you see all of them. You see an energy around everybody.
Ooh.
You see an energy around each of the people here. With the exception of Julian,
He's just a
Who's-
black void.
whose energy is kind of there, but it's more an absence of something being there. Like even the open air has some sort of thrum to
Mhm.
it, and where Julian is just kind of not. It's just It's just the reverse of something being there from your sight right now.
Okay.
But you start to focus specifically on Steelbeard, and you feel that there is some sort of vitality remaining inside of his body. And then you look out and you see snaking tendrils through the ground.
Oh.
And you notice that his energy is snaking out everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Every tree, every ironwood tree in this forest is connected to him physically.
So these aren't bad tendrils that are sucking out his life force. They're needed for the other trees to grow.
They're not sucking his life force out. He's pushing it out.
Yeah.
And in fact, I would say that you would notice the difference in those two things as
Okay.
well.
I've relayed this information to everybody, and I'm like, it doesn't matter how much magic or energy we put into him, he's pushing it all out to his children.
Mandee just sitting like 2 feet in front of you while you're saying this, just cross-legged.
How much more can you give him, Tanizan?
I haven't given him, well, I haven't given him any more than what naturally radiates off of my body. This is, I'm just trying to sense him right now.
And Ardmill actually says he has not been giving them life for 100 years.
Which means whatever we're giving him, he's giving to them.
That is something. That is a change. That is a change, and it is a positive one.
Okay. I want to try and feed more of my own magic into him, like purposely put my magic into Steelbeard.
Okay.
And I'm going to start casting spells as he does that to also increase the magic presence.
So,
okay. Fate to
alright.
black roll performance.
You find a nut hole just big enough, but it's on the back of the tree. Okay, so I need you to roll me another divinity check real quick. And I will tell you what goes on after.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, that is more than you needed.
Yeah,
Now,
12 plus 6.
So, this was not to feed energy into him. This was to try to figure out if you can feed energy into him and how you would go about doing it.
Oh, Sissy is so freaking adorable. Sorry. I just saw Sissy try to jump up into Riku's lap. That cat is too adorable.
So, you close your eyes and you feel, because you don't, like you said, your ability is passive.
Yeah,
You don't even
it's
know
highly
what
passive.
it is, if it's active, where it comes from.
All I know is that I am the god of vitality, so I should be able to feed vitality into other people. Or objects or things.
You feel that thrum again.
Mm-hmm.
But you feel it differently. Where before you felt the thrum of vitality.
Mm-hmm. In everything
you
and everyone.
You feel specifically the thrum of the spark of divinity within yourself.
Okay.
And because you rolled high enough, you feel the spark of divinity inside everybody else as well.
Shit.
And you know that that's what it is because it feels different, and it only comes from
Mic
them.
off.
You don't feel
Mic
it from
on.
Steelbeard. You don't feel it from Everick. You don't feel it from the turtle.
Don't feel it from.
Feel it from.
I don't feel it
feel
from the lady or elf that's with us. I can't remember her name.
No. No, you don't feel it from Madame Tenuith.
Continue with that's it.
Rosita, but you do feel it from all of you guys and Aramel as well.
All right.
Now, you know what it is that, or at least where this energy that you're trying to use is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
How do you plan on using it?
Oh shit.
I'm gonna bark at it like that dog. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to imagine it as kind of like a ball, and in my mind's eye, I'm going to reach out, I'm going to grab it, turn it towards the tree, and try to force it inside Steelbeard.
Okay, roll for me one more time.
All right. I gotta go eat the dinner. I don't know if I'll be back, but if I'm back and you guys are still on, I'll join in again.
All right, sounds good.
Okie doke.
All right. Tools, everybody. I'm just gonna be picking Steelbeards, buggers, or whatever.
17.
All right.
Okay. With a 17, you manage to feel that spark, and you feel the energy that is pouring out of that, and you manage to channel some of it. But be it that he is not divine, maybe, or that you're just
Mic
not
off.
pumping enough of it into him,
Mic on.
you feel like maybe it could be because he's Ironwood. And Ironwood is at least slightly resistant to magic. It could be that any one of those reasons is why it doesn't seem like you're quite getting enough to do anything into him. You're definitely making a little bit more of a difference than just ambiently standing there, but it seems like you would need a bit more oomph.
Guys, is there any way that you can help me move more magic into Steelbeard? Like, take my hand and
Like,
feed me magic.
Maybe you'll put her hand on the tree and then like do like the same kind of channeling kind of that you do to cast Goodberry, but trying to like just channel whatever.
Okay.
So basically, you're
Tree.
trying to teleport, but instead of actually teleporting, you're using that energy and pushing it into Ironbeard or
No,
Steelbeard.
it's more of when we learned Goodberry.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So anybody that wants to try, you guys can feel free to do so.
You just touch the tree.
That's what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Touch it.
And if you would like to do so, you can roll me your divinity, which is a d20 plus your proficiency, and then the associated attribute for each of you. If you need a refresher, I can go to that page.
It's real easy for me because it's the same as a dex save.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't know how to do it.
Yours is Constitution, I believe. Or it might be Strength, but I'm gonna check.
Here's the d20.
Let's see. Let's see. Mordecai is Constitution.
Mic off.
13 plus 2 plus whatever your con modifier is.
2, I suppose.
So 17.
Okay. What did everybody else get?
I got 20.
9.
Okay. Bush 2024, he's so stupid. Okay. So Julian, you don't feel anything happening.
Okay.
Same thing with the professor. Mandee, you feel the power well up inside of you and you try to push it out. When you do, you can feel all sorts of shit. In fact, I have to do a little thing real quick. Okay, one sec. Okay. So, in fact, you feel, Mandee, you feel a pathway between Steelbeard and all of the other trees. Like a road that leads from him to them that connects them like like some sort, like whatever it is that you use to get from one place to another. You sense that. The best thing to say would be like a road. But you also sense something else. You sense a road, and I'm just going to use that word. You sense a road that leads from whatever it is that gives you this spark through you and through the other gods. Something bridging you all together. Something that can connect you together. But your ability doesn't seem to be able to channel energy, or at least life energy, into things. But you do feel that bridge.
Hey, everyone, come over here, and then we'll all hold hands with Tanizan, and maybe that'll work.
I like this idea. Let's try that.
Let's go for it.
I'll kind of like
Mic
briefly
on.
like try to
I'll-
explain the little road thing.
Good
And
idea, Mandee.
I'll hold out my hand for everybody to grab.
Mic
I actually
off.
think it's funny that you had brought up the bridge, because this was my other time that I was going to do it.
I hope. Okay, I hope it didn't change because I said something. It just
No,
is that
no,
a coincidence.
it was my plan. I had a few different ways or times that I was going to do it. This is one of them, so that's fine. Okay.
Cool.
So what I want you guys to do is I want you all to roll your divinity.
It's like the D20 thing again.
Yeah.
Jesus,
I think
26.
I got
Mic on.
12 again.
18.
Here, I'll put it in chat and make it easier.
Mic off.
Sorry, I'm just going to the actual entry in the book. Okay. Okay. Now, what I want you guys to do is everybody except Tanizan, give me your numbers.
18.
26.
19.
Okay. Give me just a sec. There is a small amount of math that I have to do.
Hey,
Mic on.
Riku, I can see the micro machines I sent you.
Okay. Got it. Now I just have to look at divinity real quick. Your specific
This is
divinity.
the coolest thing I have ever seen.
What, the micro machines? Riku,
What? Sorry.
I saw the micro machines I sent you.
Oh yeah, they're sitting right there.
Mm-hmm. I'm so glad you're happy with those.
Freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Just so you know, those are about 40 years old.
I figured when I saw the packaging, I was like, good lord, this is like original stuff.
Mm-hmm. It used to be my uncle's, but he hasn't come back for him, and my grandmother's trying to clean out her basement. So she asked me if I wanted those. I was like, I know somebody I could give those to. Somebody who would really appreciate them.
When
Mic
he hollered
off.
my name, I was like, what? Did I forget to give him my number or something? I swear I said my number.
Mic
No.
No,
on.
you did.
You did.
Mic off.
Okay. What level are you guys right now?
3.
3.
Mic on. Mic off.
Okay. And then 26. Okay, that is enough. So, what did you get, Ginsu?
Mic on.
I got 12.
Okay. Okay. So that is enough. You just had to hit a 10 on this particular one.
Yeah.
What is your constitution bonus, Ginsu?
4.
4. That is very good.
I'm almost at 5. I just need one more point.
Okay. Okay. So, you guys managed to channel
Mic
a
off.
massive amount of life and vitality into Steelbeard. You can physically feel this happening. You can feel him regenerate.
Mic on.
I get
You guys-
tingles all over my body.
You guys can actually hear him regenerating to some degree. And Zillowin, you're kind of asleep over
Mic
there,
off.
and you start feeling the earth shift as some of his roots are growing out and thickening, and the tree is elongating.
That's gross.
Yep.
Mic
And
He's
on.
starting
some-
to grow.
Just wake me
Not
up.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna shift you because the roots are kind of everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and they're moving the earth quite a bit. It feels like an earthquake.
Mic off.
Start to wake up
And-
and panicking and looking around and seeing everybody holding hands and touching. See if I go, what did I miss? Dear God, what did I miss?
Should we
I
roll
just
dexterity?
stand up and
checks?
start gathering. I start gathering kinetic energy into my hand and holding my trident like I'm ready to kill something.
Nice. Should we roll dexterity checks to see if we
No, you're standing on him, which is the most stable spot at the moment.
Okay.
And as you guys are standing there, you're kind of watching, hearing, feeling all of this happen, and you blink, and when you blink, Aramil's standing next to you, and he's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Mic on.
We're giving the tree life. We're waking
Stab
him up.
Aramel.
Did you just say you're gonna stab Arabelle?
Yeah, he just blinked next to me. I'm in a panic state, so I literally just start
he's next to them.
chucking my.
He's next to
Oh,
them.
okay.
You're
So
not
he's
next
outside of
to us.
stabbing range. Is that what I'm hearing?
Correct.
Eldritch Blast.
Now he's in blasting range, but he's not in stabbing range.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll the hit.
Hold on, my character sheet's loading. It went to sleep. Come on. Come on, D&D Beyond. Wake up.
Tell Lily I love her shirt. It's Stitch.
Did she have a Stitch shirt on yesterday?
I do not know.
3,
Yeah.
so 17 to hit.
That was the appropriate day for a Stitch shirt. 17?
17 to hit.
Okay, you hit. Roll damage.
1 second. It's 11 points of damage. And I just yell, I knew it! I knew he was coming for us!
Oh, dear Lord.
So, at this moment, Aramil, in a flash, pulls his bow. So we're going to go into initiative.
I'm not rolling. They can do what they do. I'm still transferring life into this thing.
Okay. You guys let me know what your initiative is.
18.
10.
13.
Okay.
I got... What is this? 20.
Okay. Aramil goes first.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
He's
Hold on.
fast. He always goes
Yeah.
first.
Hold on 1 second.
I figured he has like a plus 27 to initiative or some shit.
Plus 10.
Fully surprised that 17 hit him though. I was very
13.
confused.
I wasn't really expecting it,
I caught him flat-footed. That's great.
essentially.
I got 13 device.
Okay. Okay, so Aramil's gonna go first. He just pulls his bow, knocks an arrow, kind of faster than you can see, and he goes, "Why? Why?" And he's like waving it at you. He has a big ass like bruise welling up that you could see kind of creeping just outside of his. You hit him basically up here. You see this huge like bruise looking reddish mark. He's like, "Why?" And he's gonna hold. So next up, I believe, is going to be. It looks like Zillowin.
He's gonna look
Wait.
at him and be like,
He got a 20?
I got an 18.
Oh, you got a 20.
Yes, I got 20.
Oh, so you're
you said you
next,
won.
and then Zillowin.
You said you weren't rolling initiative.
I decided to roll initiative so I could yell at you. Since it's my turn, I turn to Zillow and go, "What the hell are you doing? Don't attack our friend!" And that's it. That's my turn.
Okay, now it's your turn, Zillowin.
I turn and I look at everybody like, he's attacking. He teleported in. He's trying to stop you. What's happening?
Okay. Are you going to do anything else?
No, since he's not attacking me directly right now.
Okay, then Mandee, it is your turn.
Like, he wasn't teleporting, I teleported. Watch.
Okay, does anybody plan on taking aggressive action further?
No.
but I have a spell I do want to cast though on the round.
Okay. Then you'll be next.
The only reason I'm not going more aggressive is because he didn't go more aggressive. So it's basically like he de-escalated the situation. He just caught me off guard.
Hit him with a freaking spell. What is wrong with you?
Your guys let me slip through all that. No one thought
All
to
right,
wake me?
Professor, what you got?
So the professor pulls out this this little miniature carving that he's one of these many things he's been whittling, and he throws it towards Automil, and it as he throws it towards him, it turns into like this little metal butterfly that like flies towards Automil, and I cast Cure Wounds, and the butterfly explodes into a bunch of butterflies.
Nice. Very nice.
That's my Cure Wounds, baby.
Okay, roll the heal.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Nice, 12.
Okay, so that red mark goes away. And since nobody else is taking aggressive action, he is going to...
Mic
You guys
off.
will fall out of initiative, and he just goes,
Mic
I
on.
don't understand.
I don't understand. What the hell's going on?
We're feeding vitality into Steelbeard. If you would have been awake, you'd have joined us for it.
This is about Steelbeard. We're helping him wake up.
Then why doesn't he know that? And why didn't anybody wake me? It's been hours.
It was kind of just a thing that happened.
Wait, you haven't been with us the whole time?
He's been asleep.
He went to sleep.
I've been asleep right over there.
Wait a minute. Did he literally just walk in like to where we are just now? Is that?
He woke up
No.
to where we are just now
He was sitting at the foot of the tree,
and fell asleep.
and then you guys were just chilling for so long.
Oh.
He specifically was like, yo, I just fall asleep.
Okay.
So he woke up to rumbling and shaking, and then saw Aramil like
Appear out of nowhere.
the flash in and be like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
And not to mention, Aramel seemed like he was in a panic, and I saw you guys doing something, so it was just a knee-jerk reaction. I look at Aramel and I'm like, I'm sorry. Whew. You gotta slow down, man.
I cannot. I am the god of speed. You are lucky I can walk at the regular speed. It is very difficult for me. It is... Let me show you. And he says, I am going to move very fast. And you see him zip to the end of the like copse and then back in a couple of seconds, moving hundreds of feet in the matter of a couple of seconds. He said, and then he says, that was me moving normally.
Jesus.
I understand he's having this whole conversation, but I am blatantly not listening to him, and I am looking up at Steelbeard trying to figure out what the hell's still going on. Like, he's just putting on a demonstration, I'm just ignoring him.
It basically explains to you guys, it's really fucking hard for him to move like a normal person. In fact, he explains that it is maddening for him to move like a normal person, because he experiences everything essentially in slow motion.
So when we're talking, we basically sound, I'm sorry to
more or less, yes.
that. God, that
more
would be so fucking annoying. I understand where he's coming from.
So he basically explains it like, I'm gonna explain it how Quicksilver explains it in fucking Marvel Comics. He explains it. He says, imagine you are in a shop and there is an old woman in front of you. You are in line to buy something. And when she gets to the front and they finally get her purchase up, she decides to pay for her several gold purchase in coppers
Oh,
that she counts out individually.
excruciatingly slow.
That is how everything is to me. Everything.
I'm glad I don't have that
apologize.
power.
So I apologize if in a knee-jerk reaction I moved too quickly, my friend. But I was worried. I understand now.
Professor, what is going on?
What? I'm scratching myself. What?
And when you look up at Steelbeard, you see not only is his bark and his tree limbs they are
Mic off.
growing in and becoming more vibrant. He is regrowing leaves where before he had kind of sparse, kind of rough looking, almost dried out leaves. You see them filling in and becoming lush and vibrant. They're becoming green again. This is happening in real time to you, like fast.
We're doing it.
Mic
We're
on.
doing it.
And-
We're doing it. We're doing it. Wow.
And eventually, he just looks like a lush, alive tree. And you feel the magic stop flowing from you guys, or the divinity, whatever you want to call it.
Uh-huh.
And it sits still. And that's when you hear, I knew you would be here. So, you are coming in with me. When you turn, you see Cebu and a group of 6 other elves.
I'm ecstatic. I'm like, Sabu, I've been looking everywhere for you.
I don't think he's here on friendly terms.
All leveling their bows at you.
So
That's
we
what
help
we'll
your
pick up next time.
So we help your tree, your friend Steelbeard, and you're going to threaten us?
To be fair, he's kind of been threatening you the whole time.
Yeah, he's not the
He's
friendliest
been-
of people.
He's been nothing but nice to me.
Eh,
Well, that's about to end right now.
Yep, he's going to shoot you with a bow.
fair enough.
We'll see.
So, next time that we play in a couple of weeks, we will pick up with a fucking fight.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I can reach him. I think I can get through to him.
Nah.
Hey, anything's possible.
Mic
We have a
off.
connection, guys.
Any
We have a
chance
connection.
we can do
Mic
that
on.
fight on the roll 20.
There is
Alright.
every chance we can do that fight on the
Sweet.
Yeah. Alright, stopping recording.